Could you give a Kenyan perspective on the Westgate Mall attack in Nairobi?
The Westgate Mall attack was a surprise to all of us because we thought that Westgate was very secure. It's a mostly middle class, upper class area where we guys go to hang out, watch movies, and do some shopping. There have been many other grenade attacks in Kenya, but in mostly poor areas. So it was for the first time, let's quote unquote, a rich target was being hit. It was actually a big shock for the whole country. Even as I speak right now, the country is very traumatized. You see these things on TV, in other countries, you see shootings in US malls, but you never thought it would happen in our country. So when the attack happened in Westlands, at the mall, the police thought it was a normal robbery. Then they went in, it wasn't a normal robbery, then they didn't know what to do. They were not prepared to handle terrorists in the city, inside a mall with live hostages. They didn't know what to do. Right. Those are the highest gunshot wounds Kenya has ever had in history, in one day. You have over 100 people who have been shot. That's a big number.
Did you just happen to be there, or did you show up to take photos after you heard the news?
I heard the news. I was hesitant to go because I shot a lot of violence some years back. So I actually have something against violence, and I knew what I was going to see. I was hesitant, but I went there. When I saw the confusion, there's so many people with guns running all over without tags, and I thought if I go in and they think I'm one of those guys, they're going to shoot me. So there's lack of coordination, and that's why I didn't go in. But I was actually outside, and I was able to observe what was going on inside. When it happened, people just drove, and some people ran over. I shot bodies being removed under the cars. I have pictures of people being loaded into the car. I have a picture of an officer who had been shot. His gun was recovered. It's bloody. And then I have a picture of a military officer who was shot as well. And just the siege and people getting out of the mall. I was there as a photographer, but I got stuck as a human being trying to see how do I help and how do I tell these guys are doing everything wrong. There's a particular moment where there was police on one side, the military on the other side. They're going in and they're exchanging fire among themselves, and they didn't know about that. It was just confusion. You know, it's like 9/11. When 9/11 happened, most of the people who died were actually standing outside the building watching. Right. So when it came down, they were just victims of actually their ignorance because they never thought it was going to come down. I think Kenya is a victim of their own lack of preparedness. After the Mumbai attack, any sane government in the world should have a mall plan. Right. They were not actually trying to debrief everyone. So people have been told to go. So there's no place where people are doing a debrief. And my thought was, even before I reached the mall, are we trying to identify the people who have been rescued to ensure that no one gets away? But there's a high possibility some of the attackers were able to get away in the confusion.